Okay, one day before the release, and I've watching a lot of video, but I didn't see a lot I didn't see a lot of covering the whole process or some sort of like more detailed things, like a in-game mechanism. So this video will be pretty much focused all on those mechanism basically and try to explain it. I'm not HD1 veteran, House Diver 1 veteran or anything, but just trying to. I'm very excited for this game, so I'm just trying to get uh, more prepared, right? So I'm basically editing this into a couple big segments, and I'll cover that like one by one. And I have ultra wide monitor, so sorry for the format. I don't have time to edit everything, record, and then sync up audio or anything. So I'm just going to use the editing software. Let's get to it. So the first part will be the I'm just switching to the player mode. So the first part will be the mission start, right? So this is the old video, shows the sector map, and then basically like the sector will be like the Helldivers 1 and then from here you can see uh, basically if you have a operation, basically is contained inside the planet, and then you have like 3 missions you can complete, and then after you complete each mission you get like those extra bonus. So if you complete the first one, doesn't matter which order you complete, you get the first one done, you get 5 medals, get the second one done, you get 10 extra medal, get third one done, you get 15 extra medals. So that's very important because you don't want to just get the first mission out and then switch to a different operation. And then this is also like the old video case. So we can see like the major order basically contains the operation on different planets, and we can see a different one later pretty quickly. The yeah, so for example, like this like major orders say you need to install a thermite control system on the barrier planets. So it's like 4 planets, and they give you 100 medals if you complete all 4 planets like a operation, right? So let's keep going. Yeah. So that's the sector part. And then once you get into the planet, it's the same thing. Let's step back a little bit. Oop. So like ooh, that was so quick, man. Let me just step through. Yeah, it's much easier to do this with the editing software and okay. So the same thing like before. Uh, if you complete first mission, you get 3. That's what we see in the previews. And then if you get the second one done, you get 5 extra. So yeah, the newer maps or newer video basically shows like a little bit less medals for the early missions. I don't know if changing difficulty will affect the medal amount, but from what developer says, it doesn't seem to do so. Uh, but you get like more requisition points and experience for killing more enemies, right? Okay, let's keep going. And yeah, so once you start selecting missions, it'll go into uh, once the host select the mission, then it's like done and everyone need to get ready to jump. And yeah, that's that. And then you can check the major order. Is your what's current major order the Galactic War campaign trying to ask you to do, and then you can also check the effects, right? And extreme cold. Like this is not like a global effect for the planet. Once we get to the minimap part, I'll show what I found. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And that's the pre-briefing part. Okay, now you have actual map, if the mission has kind of dependency, you can see the dash lines. The dash line will show you which need to complete first. Watch how they move toward the missile launch. So you need to get this one and this one done before you can finish this objective. So that's very important detail. And this one doesn't show a good grid, but the next one will show better. Yeah, also different modifiers. Okay, go, go, go. Okay, now that's a different from a different clip. We can see this is 100 meter, is roughly one of the grid. And the landing side is just like 1, 2, 3, 4, about 400-meter radius. So a 400-meter radius sphere area you can choose, but you can go a little bit outside of the zone. I don't know how big the actual generated map is, but you have 40 minutes to complete a mission, like here, 40 minutes to complete, and you have to do it. You know, you can't just like go hiking and then trying to complete the mission anyway. So there's that. And then if it's invalid, it will just show you the invalid point. Okay, and one interesting thing about how they assign the call sign is if something gets 1, like D1, for example, 1 is basically just the host, and then the numbers are the sequence you join the lobby, and then the first alphabet is just basically your PlayStation handle, or like a player name, right? So it's like D1 is like this guy, the green orange guy, which is the developer account with Super Citizen, and then D3 is the journalist one. It's from the Brazilian video here, and then he's D3, and then there's F2, and then L4, right? So that's how you get your cosine alphabet. This will show in match as well. So, you know, during this time, like a mission briefing time, you need to learn, okay, who is who, because that's the only thing show uh, on the during the emission, like a HUD. We will see, we'll see that later. Okay, that's that. That's that. Yeah, it's a choosing. It shows you if you pick some point, you say in enemy detected. And then yeah, danger enemy presence, right? And then you can just pick whatever you want to do, and then plan. Talk to each other, plan where you want to do first. Yeah. Now I cut to the Japanese Famitsu one because this doesn't show in other mission. Basically, when the host step into the launch pad here, then there you have like 30 seconds to get into your launch pad. I don't know what happened if you didn't do it in time, but yeah, that's a key information here. Okay, yeah, this is the same, so we're gonna skip this part. Yeah, so then we come to the loadout part. It's just like stratagem. So the yellow one is the mission supplied one, so it's like a global. And the dotted one is the given one from the game master, basically. And then you can pick your own colors. And basically, I think the stratagem color being in game will reflect what the icons is. So offensive will always be red, supply will be blue, and then defense, I didn't actually see them throw defense and then wait for it to drop. I think maybe one video has, but it was too quick. I can't get it to show if it's actually green. But anyways, the striking one is definitely red, and like the safe one will be blue. Yeah. So they just pick the thing, and then there's the boost. Um, in the Brazil stream or the Japanese stream, they don't have the boost to choose from, so you can probably only unlock after you rank up quite a little bit. But the developer does choose probably fortified house, something like that, and this is like a probably extra ammo because this is the same icon as the supply drop, like here. Okay, let's keep going, and now we are onto the in mission part. So in mission, there is quite a bit of thing to cover, but first part we'll cover the shooting mechanism. One thing to get it out of the way first is this kind of icon here. So if the stratagems like a beacon is hiding behind some geometry, you always see this and the beam, right? So for shooting mechanism, let's see. So we have two part for over the shoulder. So this is basically how wide the dash or whatever icon basically shows how wide the aim can swing. And this dot is basically your center screen. And this circle is currently the ammo will hit, like when you shoot, the ammo will hit this part, right, on screen. If I step it through, you will see like that, right? So if I step through, you see like this is part where it fires, but it will land on this circle area, like in this part. Let me put mouse here, right? And it was supposed to be here. See, like that's where it hits, right? And then that's how the aiming mechanism works. So you are like every time you hit and then the gun fires, it will go to the circle. Yeah, like like that. Sometimes it's a little bit delayed and you might miss it entirely as well, like that. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So this one is less obvious, but yeah, we have other video clips as well, like that, all right? Yeah, and there seems to be a couple different hit marker as well. Say sometimes we get the red marker. It seems to be indicating maybe some sort of like a critical hit. I don't know. And then there are gray markers. Yeah. So this is the autocannon one. So you can see like the autocannon actually lags quite a bit. Oh, sorry. Oh, damn. Okay. So autocannon one actually lag quite a bit behind your aim swing. So if you try to aim quickly, maybe you want to get out of the shoulder aim and then get back into shoulder aim quickly, like that. You can see legs behind, and you can see like it's the same one. So okay, so this is where he pressed the trigger, right? So it was supposed to hit like this area, right? And then boom, there, right? So it hits the spot right away. Yeah. So, you know, if you are really good, you can probably try to, you know, take advantage of that circle aiming. So this is the same one. Yeah. This is very blurry because it's only 1080p. Yeah. So every time, like here, the screen center is this spot, but the circle is here. And then once the gun fires, boom. Yeah, it hits the shoulder part as well. Yeah. So this is not like 100% accurate on the enemy. It's some sort of like a prediction ish. So it might jump around quite a bit. but that's roughly where the ammo would go. Yeah. Yeah, I've friend stepped through these a lot, and then it's pretty much very consistent with some edge cases. Okay, like for example, like this one, it's basically he, the, this guy is basically trying to aim, but his ammo is going this sideways. Right? You can see like that. Yeah, like the tracer shows it goes sideways and that doesn't actually shoot the bugs. Right? Like this part is very interesting. Yeah. So remember, you should be aiming with the circle. It Your gun will try to come toward the white dot, but it's not gonna just go like wherever you want. Maybe you can have crouch shoot, for example, like this machine gun has tripod, um, or maybe the semi-auto or some like a manual shooting mode will have better recoil control. I don't know. Yeah, but just remember, you are not shooting with the center of the dot. You are shooting with the circle. I hope they have better UI customization options because this is semi-transparent, so it might be really hard to see when it's like really bright, right? Like the snow map. Uh, yeah, that's a melee. Yeah. Now we have the scope view. This is from the PlayStation Access one, so it has 4K video, so it's more clear. Like see, like there is the gray marker, like gray marker, and then sometimes it's red marker, like that. So I don't know if it's indicating critical hit or not. Like from this angle, it looks like it should be count as critical hit. Yeah. Okay. And now come to the beacon or grenade aiming. So basically it's the same. It will show you a dot and a circle. The circle is where it actually throw is. And of course you're moving. It probably predict when the hand release the circle. Now when you press the button, if that make any sense, like that. So go back a little bit. I need to go back a little bit more, like here. Yeah. So hit press, probably hold R2 here and then release. Boom. Like this part. Probably this part is where the sickle would predict where the grenade will hit or the beacon will go. Alright. It will actually go to that spot. Like we should be aiming like here. Right? Yeah, it's going exactly where it is. So the circle probably predict up to some certain distance. If it doesn't hit the wall or enemy or something, and then it'll just keep going. Yeah, yeah, same thing here. Oh, that one is very interesting because I want to actually show quickly. This one is interesting because the beacon or grenade can actually get hit by enemy projectile. Look what happened here. It basically get hit midway. Boom, like there. It get hit and then bouncing back. We can really see the bouncing back part. Like it's like right around here. Maybe I can show the zoom in view. Right? It was throwing toward the enemy, but getting hit, and then it's bouncing back toward the player again, and then land and then activate. See? See how far it bounced backwards? Yeah. That's very interesting. And then there are more grenade throwing. Yep. Now, let me see what's the next one. Yeah, this should be just more grenade aiming. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, this is just basically more like a shooting to see. Oh, this is to show the kill combo thing. Yeah. So if you kill enemy quickly, you have this kill combo. It probably have some modifier to the requisition point or experience you can get. Okay, this is to show the deflection icon. If you shoot armored enemy and your shot is deflected, you'll get this icon like this one here. Yeah, and there are easier way to tell if you have deflection is it usually have the tracer bouncing the other way before it even show the final result. Yeah, but that, like that, the tracer will bounce away from the enemy, then it marks a deflection. So I don't know if we can disable this or not because the tracer bounce is very obvious. Yeah. Okay, what's next one? Okay, so we are coming to the movement option. So we do have crouch shooting and prone shooting, um, and you can go from sprinting to crouching. I don't know if we can sprinting and then maybe double tap to dive and then become the prone shooting position. And this is from one of the co-op mechanism. Yeah. Okay. And then this part is to show assisted loading for different weapons, and this one is the auto cannon one. And then this one is the Brazil one, right? He's just getting uh, the host basically tried to get him to use the recoilless rifle. Yeah. So same thing, and with the with assist loading, it's like just fire much faster. It's like almost like 2 second. Boom, 1, 2, boom, 1, 2, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's that. And then this is the same for the from the Bio Titan match. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Now, what's this one? Oh, this is one to show the dismemberment of the bug, or you can do it to bug or automaton. So basically, if you shoot it, they can still crawl forward. No. So maybe for some like a bigger enemies, it will be quite useful. For example, if you somehow shoot off the limbs of a charger, maybe he can't charge anymore, and then you can just quickly move around and attack the weak points. I think for automaton as well. And let's go, get going. Now we have the diving part once you are dead in mission, and this basically shows you use your left stick to maneuver the hell pod. Once you get the reinforcement, and you can aim the bug you like, and this is the same thing. So when you are dead, you are actually switched to spectating another player, and then you can press X to request reinforcement, and then the reinforcement available thing on the surviving player will like jiggling really hard like that. The D3 guy, like the journalist from the Brazil player, is like pressing X, and then this is just jiggling really hard. And once the beacon is thrown like that, and then switch to your bird's eye view like that, and then you can start aiming. If you want to hit the bug, or don't hit, don't try to hit who just call you down, and just lane somewhere to hit. Yes, hit the charger. Nice. Okay. Okay, and then this one is just to show you can do the side diving. Nothing really crazy. Uh, this one is trying to show the stamina, how the stamina work. So stamina bar is this guy. If you run out, it blink red, but you can kind of still not sprint at full speed. You can still kind of running-ish. But I don't know what kind of other effect this have. But eventually the red blinking will go out like that. Yeah, like that. Yeah. So if it's blinking red, you're running out of stamina. And then it takes about 5 seconds to restore, like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like about 5 seconds, a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Now keep going. What's this one? Oh, this one is to show the effectiveness of using the Stim. So you can press up on the D-pad to use Stim. And I just see how fast this health come back. It's probably like 2 seconds to get full health back. Yeah. And the next one, oh, this is to show you can actually climb on some stuff, and it's kind of auto climb. It doesn't seem to need to have a jump button or climb button. You just go, and then he just basically the diver will automatically climb over. So when you don't want to climb, you might want to plan your walking path or running path properly. Yeah. And then this is to show it is possible for player to stack on top of each other. I don't know if this is gonna get patched out in actual release. So if you see the F2 climb up the vending machine, which you can use, and then you basically just crouch down on our D3 player here, and then walk past him, and then land, right? He just basically to walk on the head of 2 player and then slide down at the end. So this might be interesting to, I don't know if you can shoot weapons on top of another player or something like that, but it might be interesting mechanic we can abuse during the launch of the game. Yeah. And next one is, okay, what's the next one? Let me see. After player stacking. Oh, now it's going to show the limb damage. So from this part, it's it's actually hit um, very precisely. If you see the guy turn around and then get hit on the left arm, like here, he basically get hit on left arm, like right here, right when the icon pops out. Yeah, and wait. So this part here, it shows F2 was full house, and it suddenly get bombed. Like this is before the bombs go off. You can already see the house is only like 2 bars left, like that. So it is possible to survive the, to survive an explosion like that. Maybe that's what the heart is, the reinforced like a health thing. And then it is possible to get away, and then it's using Stim at the end. Right, he can still dive even with like one broken leg and 2 broken arms. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just look at how fast the Stim works. It's like literally, if you can hit Stim at the right time, like 2 seconds, you're back to full health. Like, okay, hit the Stim like here. Yeah, and oh, this one is to show the actual thing. So this guy basically have everything destroyed. He's unlimited. but we are looking at the prompt. So left arm is impacting your ability to aim. Dang, that's like really blurry with the encoding. And then it will show, because this is a tutorial match, he doesn't disable a tutorial. Right arm, if your right arm is injured, impacting your ability to aim and throw. And the leg is basically just the movement. Yeah, injure, severe, impair your movement, right? Yeah. Cool, let's keep going. And then, what's this one? Oh yeah, this is to show there is a status. So far we can see is slowed. So when you are slowed, you can sprint or do something, but you can still dive. And okay, this is to show you can actually drop items. So there are 4 things you can drop. One is whatever you get, like your backpack stuff. So this one, because he got the jump pack. So this is actually in Japanese. So it's like you can drop jump pack. And then his support weapon is autocannon, which is the big caliber gun basically. And you can drop samples or drop something like a briefcase for black box or something like that. Yeah. And you can handle all different kind of things for players. I don't know how to get into this menu, but the tutorial will definitely show us how to do it. Yeah. Okay, and the next one, oh, this one is to show. This is only showing from one of the earlier trailer. Like when you are crouching walking, it seems to avoid the the friendly fire a little bit more easier. I don't know if the player intentionally shoot you, you're still getting hit, but maybe when you are crouching, the aim assist on like on PlayStation will get try to avoid a crouching player. Yeah, like that. So it's like going really quickly, but you can see he basically walk under the shooting player's fire. Yeah, and not getting hit. Uh, and this one is very interesting because I was under the assumption if you are holding the shield, you cannot sprint, but one of the video actually showed the player can sprint. So I don't know if there is a perk to allow you to do that, like that. Look at how he go fast. Yeah. And then, so this is just, let me see. Okay. So this is just to show the supply. Actually have 4 portions. So each supply drop, you will have 4 portions for each players for refills. So don't take more than what you need. And like that. So like strike is always red beam. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and this is to show you can actually land the strike stratagem on enemy and stick to them. So look at this. So it just basically land and follow the acid, whatever acid bug that is. It just basically stick onto the legs. Yeah. So be careful if it moves quickly. And this is the same from the Biotitan mission. And just look how it goes. Like it just go. Like look at the stratagem flying from here, right? All the way. Then it's like a long throw, right? And then it lands, boom, land right on the money. And then it can stick for so long. It's activating. I don't know what things he enabled. He just stay on the Bio Titan for so long, and then up to this point, and then when another explosion happens, boom, boom, like here, then the beam is gone, right? Delivered. Democracy delivered. Yeah, cool. And okay, this is to show this message. So if you rearm Stratagem, sends your eagle back to reload its weapon. So you can probably do it when it was trying to, um, you know, if it's already, it's say strafing run. Say for example, maybe he has to do 2-3 runs in the same location. Maybe you can hold L1 and then it will just go cancel like early and then go back. So maybe you will have like a fewer cooldown time. I don't know if that's the case, but we'll see when the game release. And what's this one? Yeah, this is just to show the same thing. Supply pack has 4, and then don't get too much. And then this is to show the actual supply pack, backpack resupply backpack. You can have actual player bringing the supply drops with them. I don't know if that backpack is still in the game though, because that's one from one of the earliest videos. And this one is to show communication side where the player have the ping system. We already see a couple of them. So when they go close, the D1 actually ping the far away enemy. It would actually have some auto lines 50 meters. It's not actually 50 meters, but it probably ping another one like here. So for some reason, the distance is not exactly the distance show. They probably only have 50 meter, 100 meter, 150, something like that. Yeah, bugs, east. Yeah. And this one is to show you can ping enemy on probably specific body parts, and it will follow that part along the way, like that. So someone ping the enemy, and then look how you just follow the enemy all the way. So if you are a veteran player, you want to show new player how where to hit, you can use the ping targeting the weak point. And to quickly go through these icons, when when you have full, you have white icon. When you have empty, you have red icon. And then when it's somewhere in between, it gradually become redder, basically. And then this is the backpack. Unfortunately, we don't know what ammo is inside here. I hope they switch this to the drop icon, because the drop icon actually shows which ammo this player is carrying. But other than that, we don't know which ammo this player is carrying. And this part, let me see. Oh, this is part is for showing the minimap interaction. So you can see I mentioned the extreme cold area, right? So when you have extreme cold, your screen will have those frost start coming out, and it's actually more affected if you see like the same dash line here, right? So if you go to this part, you probably have like a like probably 2/3 of your screen is with frost. I can't really confirm because in this mission they never really go close to that one. They kind of go around like this to the site to upload data, something like that. Yeah. So they, I think they might have go through it a little bit, maybe like a stalker hive or something like that. Yeah. So once you get here, you're actually getting the extreme cold weather effects. So the fire rate for normal rifles will be slower. The heat build up for laser cannon will be slower as well. Yeah, cool. And yeah, so we have quite a few different icon. We don't know what's doing, what do they mean yet. And then this one is the same thing. You have this, and then you can see you can pen away from your current point, and you can mark location or doing things with your map basically. Yeah. So it's actually quite important, but it doesn't have the auto ping system to show where the enemy is coming from. Yeah. So maybe this slash line is actually where the enemy is. Yeah, the detected enemy. Yeah. Okay. Now emo wheel. So there's emo wheel. It's probably tied somewhere to the R1 button. I don't know for sure, but you can do emo in game. You can and then hit R3 to cancel the emo. Yeah. And then what happened is when you run it, uh, then it will show a pop-up on the head for other players like that, right? So once you have emo, it'll pop up for other players to see. Yeah, cool. And yes, um, the praising the song is actually asking for hug. I bet most people already see it. Yeah, you can accept hug, and then they dive away before the supply drops. Okay, so keep going. So this is very important part, like for people who wants to grind samples or anything that you pick up in mission, right? Samples, mostly for samples, right? If you die, you drop the thing, and when you pick up, you are the only person that has the sample. I'll show the information in a little bit. Yeah, this is just to show the prompt. Okay, so like that. Okay, see? So when you die, your stuff just splurt out, right? That's the sample icon. You will see this later as well. So when you drop, you can see the common sample is -1 here, right? And it counts toward the global as well. You can see that. Once it passes, it's already the reduced state. And then, so here, wait. So before the message pop, you can see once the L4 dead, it shows one common sample and one rare sample, right? So he basically the L4 drops two common sample and then drop two rare sample. So remember our numbers is 1 1, right? So we just wait. He does the like a reinforcement. L4 is now coming back. Now he just go find some bugs and then we'll later come pick up the sample, like right about equipment, and then climb up to get the samples, like right here. So watch what the number is coming back. Once he pick up, look 3 3. So that basically means if L4 dies and didn't pick up the sample, everyone doesn't get the 2 common and 2 rare sample. So it might be uh, making more sense to send the, drop the sample using the drop function, and then let the player which has like the best survivability to pick all, like, he needs to be the guy that keep all the samples, so we don't have samples like scattering around player, and then when we really need to bail this location, and then just leave some sample around, right? Yeah, and then we have the total we can find on the map here as well. Yeah. So remember, every time you drop sample, you are basically losing the sample for everyone in on the squad. Yeah, very important information here. Okay, and then we are coming to close to the end of the video. So there are different puzzles. Yeah, it basically, the Japanese basically say like a, very mission puzzle is like a very different, has many different like gimmicks. Yeah, this is actually called gimmick. All right. uh, and then there's that, trying to punch the numbers from your launch code. And then there's another one which is something like a, diffuse, uh I don't know what's that called, like a fuse blown, and then you need to replace the fuse. Right, you need to do these, pull the thing as well. Yeah, like this one is a different, and then we have blown fuse found. Yeah, it's all up, I don't know what's the difference. Okay, so for this one, oh, this one is to show the explosion actually have limited uh, like a distance. Look at how close these two stand next to each other, and then see what happened. So this is where the explosion lands. If you like step back, we can see the actual payload, and then once it drop, boom, right? And this guy get blown away, but this guy is fine, like that. This is the a little bit further away one, and then this guy just getting blown away, right? And then this guy here and this guy here is also fine. So distance judgment is also pretty important. So you can, shoot comfortably while knowing you're not going to get blown away. I don't know if they're gonna change it to a gradual fallout, but if you are close, it will definitely affect your aiming as well. And this one, I am very interested during the night mission. And as you can see, this guy has the flashlight turned on, but this guy does not. So does that mean we can have like per player toggleable flashlight? That would be quite awesome, right? Yeah. So this is the flashlight from this player, basically. Yeah. What's this one? Oh, that one's just crouch shooting. And this one is to show your jetpack actually shows the charge you have, so you know when it's ready to use. Once you use, it becomes red, like that here. Yeah, almost to the end. Mm, yeah, it is just so show this one, destroying outpost, which is not um it's not the free mission, like the update upload data thing we found in a little bit earlier, where it's like the blue icon. This is just outpost, basically like a back nest, or like a kind of automatons base. Yeah. Okay, like here you will see the operation. We finish one mission and it's giving you 3 medals, right? For rewards. And then you calculate whatever things you earn during the mission. And post mission, you will have those mission stats as well. So it's basically how much you kill, how much you hit, like a accuracy, and then this is how much you actually fired, and then how much you actually hit, how much you died, how many Stim you used, how many times you're getting hit by, how many times you get team TK'd, uh, and how many samples you collected, and how many stratagem used, how many kills you used, you get using melee. This is melee, and then how much you get call like the reinforcement. Yeah, and then yeah, this is like a friendly fire damage. So if you have 0, you are very good. And this guy probably dropped the bomb on everyone else. Yeah, cool. And yeah, then that's the Stratagem Hero. We all know about this. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's all the way to the end. Um, I don't know if there's a mission car somewhere. Maybe I should maybe expand this. Yeah. So let me see. I remember they still have more stuff to show. Video track. Let me move this up. Oh, it's already back. I remember they have a car showing how many outposts that was. Oh, that a little bit forward. Here. So this is the main mission. Let me get back to the player. So this is your main objective, and this is the optional one, like a stoker layer, align the antenna, and then upload data. How many extracted? Then this is the actual outpost that gives you extra XP and requisition points. So it's basically scattered on the map, and then you have to find them. Yeah. So main mission, free mission, and outpost. Yep, that's all I can find so far, and hope you guys enjoy. Cheers.